X-Files Season 11 is a free disc set available on DVD and Blu-ray and released on the 23rd of July 2018. Well, at least it was here in the UK. So, for better or worse, I pre-ordered my copy once it was announced. I think that was around April time, and actually I think it was originally going to be in June, but then got pushed back. And at the time Amazon had it listed for £40, which I thought was ridiculously steep, but that kind of thing, they give you your recommended retail price and then lower it. So I left it on there and I thought, yeah, whatever. Anyway, time gets closer and closer, and it dawns on me that literally 4 days after the release date I was going to London Film and Comic Con. So I wanted that money. I thought, if it's going to be £40, I want that money to buy an autograph or something instead. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to cancel it. Except then the rumours start on the fan groups and everything that the set was being delayed. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll leave it for whenever it gets released. Except then come July 23rd, my set turns up and the money goes out of my account. Thankfully not 40 quid, I think it was like 30 quid or something, just under 30 quid in the end. So I could be wrong. It was 2 years ago. The fact I even bought the thing is impressive. Anyway, that turns up, and what it turned out is actually the American and I think the Australian ones had the release date had been pushed back quite significantly to like September, October time. It was kind of insane, the difference. I don't know if there is any difference on those sets compared to this one or what, but whatever reason, licensing, production issues, it got pushed back. So that was why there was some confusion for me at the time. But yeah, it was released July 23rd, 2018, and I know, I am 2 years late. I have a reason. I have a good reason. This season, if none of you saw my reactions videos when I watched the episodes, this season broke me. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not even talking in a tiny way, like a pissed off way or something. I'm talking just done. I love the original series still, don't get me wrong, but the fact that this season retcons so much and that, I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't. And don't get me wrong, there are some good episodes here, and I don't want to drag on about this. This discussion regarding my issues with the season can wait for another video. That is not what this video is about. But yeah, no, and I really struggle to bring myself to talk about it. And I kept putting it off and putting it off. And then also, on the season 10 box set, I did not watch the episodes with commentaries before doing my review. And then it turned out that David and Gillian doing a commentary on the Mulder and Scully Meet the Weremonster episode was quite funny, quite possibly one of the funniest things I've ever seen. And I really, really regretted not talking about that in my review. So I thought, right, I'm going to watch all the special features, I'm going to watch all the commentaries before I talk about this thing. Except there's a commentary with Chris Carter for My Struggle 4. And I tried. People. I cannot tell you how many times I tried. I got about 20 minutes in. I couldn't get any further. I just genuinely wanted to punch the TV every time. He was talking away, and he had these two other people there on like call or something, and they were like, yes, Chris, you're amazing, Chris. And they barely spoke, and I got even angrier. So I stopped. I just could not, and I was like, this isn't fair. I need to watch this before I do my review. Just couldn't get around to it. So yeah, I've only watched about 20 minutes of that commentary. So yeah, I can't really comment on that other than the fact that it was awful. And there is only one other commentary track, which was actually surprising considering there are 10 episodes in this season. And that was for Kitten with the writer and directors. So it was really good, really interesting, and for an episode that I thought was kind of mediocre, I actually genuinely enjoyed it, and I think it made me appreciate the episode quite a bit more. Not enough to go, it's amazing, but I did enjoy it. But I was genuinely surprised and disappointed that I understand why David and Gillian didn't do one, but I was really gutted that Glenn Morgan or Darren Morgan or James Wong or any of the others. I thought that Kristen Cloak and the other lady I don't remember the name of, and I'm really, really sorry off the top of my head. I really should have come into this video a bit more prepared. I am genuinely surprised there was not a commentary for followers. I really searched and I was like, there's got to be one. There wasn't, so I was really gutted about that. And I thought it could have been really interesting for a female-helmed episode to be talked about in depth, and it just wasn't. So that was a really missed opportunity. And to be honest, this set, it's quite a bit of missed opportunities. Now, I'm not putting it down. It's as standard as you can get. You've got your green production filler documentary bit where they talk about how the show was produced as environmentally friendly as possible, something that 20th Century Fox did a lot of with their box sets in later years. It's got your standard behind the scenes documentary, you know, constructing season 11, or just how to throw the X-Files in the bin, as I call it. You also have your gag reel, which actually was underwhelming, if I'm honest. It wasn't anywhere near as good as previous seasons. Now, obviously, outtakes are outtakes. You can't manufacture those. You can't, you know, you got to pick which ones are, you know, worth entertainment-wise, what ones are worth putting in. But this one I just didn't find as entertaining as some of the others, and I don't know if that's a result of the season as a whole or what, but I think I had more fun watching Gillian Anderson's behind the scenes stuff during the production of the show than this gag reel itself. So that was a little disappointing, but it's, you know, it's appreciated to be there, and you know, it is your standard fare. Then we get into the extra stuff, and as I said, there's only 2 commentaries. Again, disappointing. Surprised even that there wasn't another Chris Carter one, to be honest. As much as I wouldn't have liked it, I would have liked more. Not liked more, but, you know, because I would have just ended up thumping my TV. But I am genuinely surprised that there wasn't more input from him on his thoughts and lack of thoughts or whatever on the production side. But they do have the Scully Effects documentary that was made and released actually on the internet before this set was released. And actually, I'm trying to remember, I think it might have been released around the time that the show was on. And it's looking at the, you know, the known Scully effect, where the positivity of a strong character like Scully affected women and got more women into the science and technology arts. And it's a really interesting watch, really fascinating. I had seen it before this set was released, but it's really entertaining, really interesting. Really ironic considering it's on the box set of the season that essentially killed Scully's character, but it is a good watch. I do recommend it, and I'm glad that it's available to watch easily on this set. And then we get to the slightly lesser awkward thing, the 25 years of the X-Files documentary, which is like an hour long, and it looks back on the show and that. And I wish somebody had shown the writers and that of the season 11, this documentary, because it would have been, you know, maybe giving them, oh yeah, this is what we've done. This is what happened. Maybe some sense of continuity might have been gained, I don't know, before. It's good. It's nice to look back on the show. It's nice to look back on a you know, that it's showing the 25 years of the fandom and the life of the show, even beyond the show itself. And it's entertaining in that way. But I'm really gutted that there wasn't more, you know, for 25th anniversary. Obviously, you know, beyond anything that was filmed on set, you know, promotion-wise, there's not really anything with David and Gillian, which again I understand, but there's really not much extra stuff. A lot of it is older stuff just spliced in. Now, it has been 2 years since I watched this. I did enjoy it at the time that I watched it, but at the same time there was this sad feeling that it wasn't much, if that makes sense. I don't know. I just, yeah, I don't know if there could have been more. I didn't want it to be like any longer. I just felt as a celebration, I just thought it could be more. Maybe I was just looking for more features on the set itself, but at least they acknowledged it, I guess, and it pads out the features, which pretty much otherwise are kind of underwhelming, as I say. And that, like I say, that was the main feeling I felt special features wise. Maybe I'm just too used to other things that have got all these different features and stuff like that. Maybe I'm just spoilt for choice with other stuff. I don't know what I expected from a 10 episode set. You know, it's not like there's going to be hours and hours and hours of special features, and what we got is the standard. If you watch the season 10 special features, you've pretty much seen the caliber of stuff to expect on this box set. Except the commentaries are way more entertaining on the season 10 one than they are on this one. And then we get to the final special feature, which is really, I've left till the last because it's actually really sad. It's really sad and exceptionally awkward to watch. It's a conversation on the Fox slot. What they don't tell you is it's a conversation between David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson talking about their experience on season 11. And if you've watched season 11, if you know what was going on behind the scenes regarding Gillian Anderson's frustrations and stuff, and her constant, like, no, this is the end and stuff like that, it makes it even more uncomfortable to watch. You've got David, who's trying to be as diplomatic as possible. You've got Gillian asking questions. What did you think when you got that script for the last episode? What did you think would happen between... And David's like, well, you know, it was surprising. And he's trying to be as... Because, you know, he doesn't want to burn any bridges. He's always said that, you know, he'd be happy to continue on and stuff. And I guess after stuff that happened season 7 and all that stuff, he doesn't want to burn his bridges too much, so that, you know, there's always a door open for him in that sense. But you could see at the same time he's trying to be, you know, nice to Gillian kind of thing, and trying to, like, understand where she's coming from. So there's this really awkward feel as you're watching it, and there's this really bittersweet sadness at the end when they're like, she turns to him and she's like, well, I'll see you somewhere down the line kind of thing, and you're like, this is depressed, this is the end. I want it to be the end because what they've done to the series, but at the same time I'm like, I don't want you two to stop acting together, you know. It's so difficult to watch and painful, and again, Gillian, because they're talking for 20th Century Fox, they're supposed to be promoting this season. She's sat there trying to be as diplomatic as, she's like, well, it was a shock, you know, and you could see she wants to say so much more, but she's not allowed to, and she's trying to be polite about it. It's just really uncomfortable to watch. I've watched it 2 or 3 times now. I watched it because it was leaked. Clips were leaked before the box set came out. Around the time that the show was ended, just after the show had ended, sorry. And then obviously I watched it when the box set came out and stuff. It's just exceptionally uncomfortable to watch. and just really, really bittersweet. It's only like 10, 15 minutes long maybe. It's not that long. But it's a nice extra in that, knowing that it's the last thing that they filmed, that it was filmed after the show, whereas, you know, all the other stuff we were being shown during production were filmed like on the set at the time for promotional purposes. So it's nice to see something that's kind of an in hindsight examination of the season, as close as we can get, that's not a commentary or anything like that. So that was nice to have, but really awkward and unfortunately, yeah, just really bittersweet. Otherwise, the episodes look as much as they did. You know, I didn't really see the episodes that I did watch. I didn't really notice any difference from what was televised. There is a montage in the menu screen, so that was nice and felt less lazy than the seasons 1 to 9 box set. So thumbs up for that. Generally, the set is okay. As okay as season 11 is, regardless of what your thoughts on it are. It's worth checking out. There are episodes in the season that are definitely worth checking out. I believe it's about £12 online at the moment, so it's definitely, for 10 episodes and the special features, £12 is a fair amount. I don't know how much it is internationally, but if you're an X-Files fan, if you're curious, if you're wondering what I've been crying about for 2 years, then do check out the X-Files season 11 box set. It's in there. It is. It's in there. Check it out. Available from all good stores and not so good stores. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really sorry that it took me so long to make this video. Please go back, check out my reactions videos to the episodes, to other merchandise, and share your thoughts. Share your thoughts if you would have liked more like anniversary stuff, more, I mean, I don't know what else I could have put on special features wise, so but please share your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you somewhere down the line. Take care.